Welcome to the first episode of Faith and Focused. This is a companion series to go along with the TSA Weekly Podcast. This is for Christian business owners who want to find ways to implement their faith more fully into every aspect of their business. This particular episode goes along with episode 22 of the TSA Weekly Podcast, where we're discussing Parkinson's Law. So if you missed that, make sure that you check that out after this episode. But before we dive into this, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that little notification bell so that you never miss a tutorial or upload. As a Christian business owner, I have found that my faith plays really unexpected roles in my business. And I want to look at how a lot of the things that God's telling us about our lives have a practical application in our business as well. So this week, you probably won't be surprised that what I want to bring up here is the concept of rest. We know in the practical sense that rest is important for balance, for physical health, for emotional health, but it is also a huge aspect of our spiritual well-being as well. The Bible has a ton to say about the importance of rest, but I want to take this back to talking about the Sabbath and when it was first introduced in the Bible. So we're going to be looking at Exodus 28 through 11. And I'm going to read this from the NLT translation. So that says, "Remember to observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath day of rest dedicated to the Lord your God. On that day, no one in your household may do any work. This includes you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, your livestock, and any foreigners living among you. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and everything in them. But on the seventh day he rested. That is why the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and set it apart as holy." One of the things that I've always worked really hard to incorporate into my business is a business Sabbath. In fact, it's actually one of my Trello cards on my planning boards is that this is my business Sabbath. And it's the one day a week that I don't do any work for my business, in theory. This can be really, really challenging when Parkinson's Law is winning, when it is in control in my business. So like I said a minute ago, whether you share my faith or not, you know the importance of rest on your physical and emotional well-being. And turns out God saw that coming, which is why he gave us this ultimate self-care command all the way back in the second book of the Bible. For some practical tips for how to implement this level of rest and Sabbath into your business on a regular basis, make sure that you don't miss episode 22 of the TSA Weekly Podcast. I'll see you over there.